welcome to Indira's World. Needless to say, this is, well, was supposed to be Wimbledon fortnight. So it's all about Wimbledon, which is synonymous with strawberries and cream. So let's just go for it, shall we? But I've got a twist to this. I made it a cheesecake. Who doesn't like cheesecake? Right, now, what I've decided to do is do the strawberries and cream, of course, as I said earlier, twist to a cheesecake. Now, in case you don't get strawberries, which I guess you don't in certain parts of the world, or my buddies keep telling me, not available here, in which case you can make passion fruit cheesecake, you can make mango cheesecake, kiwi, anything you can get your hands on. I'm not so sure about papaya, but anyway, here we have it. I have a packet of digestives. I have 2 tablespoons of, I've used Benecol, supposed to lower cholesterol, hence I decided it's a good option, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for my base. Now for my topping, I have a cup and a half of double cream, a packet of light cream cheese. I prefer without salt, needless to say. Now I have made almost like jelly. I've used a gelatin packet and emulsified it with some strawberry, but you can use just gelatin. Read the way it's done. It's usually 1 packet, 1 little sachet works fine for this. And I have a punnet and a quarter of strawberries, some for looking good and some for actually cooking. The looking good's really important, just so you know. So let's get on with it. I'm going to be using my very fun food processor today, which is a part of my life. So let's go on. Okay, now here I have it. I've put my digestives into my lovely little Baby food processor, and I'm going to whisk. That's it. Now I'm going to add my sugar, which I've only used a tablespoon because the biscuits are already sweet. So, and my melted butter or butter substitute, whatever you feel like using, in there. Again, that's it. That's your base done. Now you can use ginger nut biscuits if you want to twist to it. And that is your base done and dusted. I'll leave that aside and I move on to part 2, which is I'm going to emulsify my strawberries in this and keep a few to decorate. So as I said, that was a punnet and a half. So 1 punnet gets actually emulsified and the rest. Now, I'm just going to blend that into a liquid. So I've almost pureed it or coulis it or whatever you want to call it. If it's had a few lumps, no big deal because lumps are good. Right, that goes out of our way too. In you get. Now part 2, which is just putting together the cheesecake topping. So what I'm going to do here is I've got my 2 cups of double cream. Now you don't have to use it. I sometimes use single cream. I even use creme fraiche or yogurt, but it's not the same. It's Wimbledon after all. Now to it I have a sachet of gelatin, but I did use 2 strawberries into it and kind of messed it out all up so it gets a nice pink lumpy texture to it. That goes in. I've got 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I always use brown sugar. I have no idea why, I just prefer it. And a packet of cream cheese. I've used a low-fat version. And, you know, if you want to be running around on that tennis court, we don't want to be carrying too many calories. Okay, some calories. Now, I go back to my little gizmo here. And in case I splutter this everywhere, don't mind. is, believe it or not, your cheesecake is almost ready. Now the reason I use the gelatin is because it sets pretty quick and also it holds the shape. I'm actually going to do it in a very pretty glass like that. So here we go. This is a very important gizmo called a ladle, needless to say. Now look at that. Oh, look at that. Once that solidifies in the fridge, you're going to get yourself a really happy treat. Now, this is my goodie bag, by the way. It's called a drawer. Now, this thing is so amazing. Everyone needs a sous chef, and this is mine. Now, this is also going to get quite hard when it goes into the fridge because of the butter solidifying. So there you have it. That's the base. Really mash that down because it will get hard. And then when you cut it away, it's just so much fun. Oh, look at that. I'm getting hungry already. Now, I know it looks a bit watery, but do not panic. It will solidify. One, let that sink a bit so it goes right through. I don't know. What do you think? 4? There you have it. That is my little cheesecake. Now this recipe gives you actually a full, big, huge cheesecake, and which I have made earlier. So, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and you'll find me again on Indira's World. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and of course don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Until then, that's good.